Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about Venus in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. There's another 2 more nakshatra to go, 3 more nakshatra to go. Finally, I'm going to finish this Venus series and I am excited. So if you haven't watched my previous video, please go and watch that video and please don't forget to subscribe because that helps me a lot. So let's go for the topic of today. So Venus in Purva Bhadrapada Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So Venus here, Purva Bhadrapada. This is one of the intense nakshatra. As in my own research, I have found Purva Bhadrapada is one of the most intelligent nakshatra, and also the opposite nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada is Purva Phalguni and Uttara Phalguni, which is a Venus sign, and yeah, another Purva nakshatras. So Venus in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. These are the people who are intense lover. So this intense emotional lover. So these people, whenever they are loving someone, they may not show it here. This face will be blank. This face will be emotionless, but deep down they will feel very intense. That's how Venus in Purva Bhadrapada represents here. Regardless of any house you are, regardless of any gender or whatsoever, it is very intense. Venus here is very intense. And for people who have Venus in this placement, do let me know in the comment. How was your love life? Is it okay? Okay, so next thing is Venus in Purva Bhadrapada represents very bold or spontaneous fashion sense. Actually, people think that Sattavishak Nakshatra, which is the previous nakshatra, is very much eccentric, very much unique, odd, weird, but it is actually Purva Bhadrapada also represents very much bold fashion. These are the people who can match a very bold color, orange, purple. These are the type of fashion they can bring out to the world. They are the trendsetters. They are the one who will bring a very new trends. How would I say that? It's like a new kind of updated version of fashion sense. I mean, nowadays you can see there are certain fashion designers. They are doing this different looks, something that we won't see it in much in a daily life. So these are the people who tend to do that, who can do that. Venus in Purva Bhadrapada, because of their deep imaginations and also their deep creativity. Venus in Purva Bhadrapada do represents a very strong creativity, and these people will have a very much interest into latest type of fashion sense, latest type of technology. These are the people who will change to new phones or type of to try new things, new gadgets that are coming in the market. So this is how these people can represent. This can be represents you if this is your Atma Karka or the first, second, third highest degree planet, or this can represent your partner. Venus in Purva Bhadrapada also represents, can have sudden anger explosion. Here's the thing, when I say it here, these people won't show it. Because of the fact, these are the people, they feel everything very deep, very intense, but they will never show it, like never. Two-faced people. Purva Bhadrapada also represents double face, two-face. So in a public they are different, but deep down they are actually very soft. They are someone who is very sensitive. But if you see in public, these are the people who will be like, oh, strong. They will give that outlook towards public that they are strong, they are leader, they are boss, they are someone who is strong character. But when behind the closed doors, which means their partner will know who they are very sensitive. They cannot take criticism. They feel very much sad for someone say something to them, and they feel sad about it. So this is how the two-face can work. I mean, nowadays, if you can see, most of the artists, most of the people, literally, I feel like this whole human community does have that. We all have double face. We behind the camera we are different. In front of the camera we are literally just showing just this one scene. You are looking at me, but after this I'm someone who's different. For people who know me personally, I'm different to them, but for people who are knowing me through this camera, through this social media, through this YouTube, you know me through as a astrologer, you know me as someone who's sharing knowledge here. But for the people who know me personally may think I am someone who's introverts. I don't really talk a lot. So these are the things I'm saying here. So the next thing is, when I say the sudden anger explosion, so the sudden anger explosion can happen when these people keep inside the emotions. It's like building up within themselves, and this is where the problem can start in relationship. If you are someone who have Venus in Purva Bhadrapada, try to express yourself or try to explore your own emotions, because you need to learn who you are before you get into relationship. So this is one of the main thing for Venus in Purva Bhadrapada people. You really need to learn yourself. You really need to understand your own emotions before you are getting into relationship, because this can really be very intense for you to understand about yourself and understanding your emotions and everything, and then you are getting into relationship, because that can helps you to have that healing, to have that understanding in relationship, or else this can be a bit messed up and can have problems in relationship. So the next thing is, tradition and religion may have deep values in their life because of their upbringing in their childhood. So people have Venus Purva Bhadrapada, you may have born to a family who are very religious, who are very traditional, who are someone who goes to church, who goes to temple every Sunday, every Friday. These are the things that you tend to follow, your family tend to follow, and you also follow stuff. But the thing is, Purva Bhadrapada people can also see a differentiate between the good and bad things about culture, religion, and also they are not really very much superstitious person, or they are not someone who is really very deep into kind of believing some stuff without having facts. But at the same time, these people for Venus in Purva Bhadrapada people, these people can also have that strict type of beliefs. Very strict. It's like two things. Either they have very strict beliefs, they believe that superstition, they believe very strongly about that, or they just don't believe it at all. They can't be both. So this is how Venus in Purva Bhadrapada works. And they can have a double face for public. They are different in personal life. They are completely different person. As I said, double face can represent in Purva Bhadrapada, because that is one of the symbol of this nakshatra. So it is very strong here. So this, when I say, can be superstition and orthodox type of people if they didn't balance their yang energy, which means masculine energy. This is regardless of the gender, be it you're a woman or you're a man, you always need to balance your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine energy within yourself, or else you will be someone who is very much fanatic type of person, or you are someone who is very orthodox, very strongly believing something which doesn't make sense, which we call superstitions or something just like this. So you need to really balance that. The next thing is very risk taking person. So Venus in Purva Bhadrapada, 1 minute they will be someone who is single, the next minute they will be like in a relationship and want to get married immediately. So this can happen in your life if you are not having that balanced energy within yourself. So that's why I say, discover yourself, learn yourself, understand yourself. That's the first thing for Venus in Purva Bhadrapada people to do before you get in any relationship. So the next thing is, always tend to look like in a deep thought. So Venus in Purva Bhadrapada people, every time you look at that person, these are the people who will look like they have that very long thought, and they will be sitting there and have that very long thought. Okay, that's the cat there. So she is really having some days, I guess. So yeah, these are the people, when they dance, they will dance non-stop to the point their feet bleeds. This is one of the best example I can give about Venus in Purva Bhadrapada. These are the people, when they have that passion, that when they are into their arts, they don't know how to stop it. They are like non-stop. They will like painting for hours, for days, without non-stop, without having food, without having water. They can be that much intense. And this is why I say you need to balance your energy and must step out of the comfort zone to achieve something in their life, even spiritual side of life. So Venus in Purva Bhadrapada also represents you can have very early awakening spiritual life, or very early understanding about spiritual life, or very early in, even in young age, you will have that interest to be connected with your spiritual life. So the thing is, you need to have to step out of your comfort zone to understand it, which means, for example, if you're someone who born in London, so you need to go somewhere else, or within the London any area, you just need to leave your hometown and then go somewhere else to make a living. This is especially very strong for people who have Venus in Purva Bhadrapada. Very strong communication skills, their speech and comment, people will listen and follow without a question. So the throat chakra here, especially for people who have Mercury in Purva Bhadrapada, you can see they have very motivational speakers. These are the type of people who have very strong voice, or even I've seen for spiritual gurus have this placement. Purva Bhadrapada can represent that whatever they talk, whatever they give speech, or they are giving advice, or they are when they just speak, everyone listens. Purva Bhadrapada have that strong command within their voice, and their practicality will be appreciated by society. So Venus and Purva Bhadrapada do represents for the people. I mean, Venus and Purva Bhadrapada represents a person who has very good practicality in their life. They are someone who can understand this is human life. You need to work to survive. You need to do this. You need to do that. So these are the type of people who do have that practicality. You do need money to survive. So, which is a good thing, and which society will actually appreciate this personality, or this nature they have. And born with mystical gift, natural witch. They are the people who have, as I said, early awakening spiritual life. They will be into even in early life, they will be having interest into witchcraft, or into spirituality, into tantra, mantra, all the stuff, because Purva Bhadrapada also represents very deep mantra shastra type of nakshatra. So never take criticism very well. So this is one of the thing about Venus and Purva Bhadrapada. So they can have issues to take criticism about themselves, which you need to work on it. So this can be an issue. So the next thing is, their face feature will have unique such as mole or rare color eyes or birthmark in their physical look. So this can you yourself or your partner can have this, which have a very unique, mole on a cheek, or they have that beautiful birthmark, or something like something unique. They will have it in their physical look, Purva Bhadrapada. So I think I have covered mostly for Venus in Purva Bhadrapada. And I have read some comments about asking certain things, which I will do, but let me finish this series first. So thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.